Our next question, sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com, is from John Mauseri in Cleveland. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry, John.
I bet you it ain't supposed to sound like that.
This is a question we've received from a lot of people. So let me, before I read it, ask you, are you aware of the, I guess, Twitter beef back and forth and some other comments between AJ Styles and CM Punk?
Now, I'm not up on this one, apparently.
All right, well, here's John's question. I would like to know your thoughts on CM Punk calling AJ Styles a racist.
What?
It seems like a cheap shot from Punk, who probably hasn't seen Styles in a long time. It was not like Styles said anything bad about Black Lives Matter, but Punk doesn't like that he hasn't said anything in support of it. Is Punk being outlandish here, or do you think Styles may be a racist? And I have a couple quotes here. So CM Punk tweeted out on the 5th, a lot of people snitching on themselves. When people tell you who they are, believe it. Might be unfortunate and disappointing if you're a fan of that person, or if it's your grandmother, but fuck 'em. Goodbye. I yield my time. Fuck you. And then someone responded, right? Silence speaks volumes. Seeing AJ Styles promote streams and shit, but couldn't be bothered to post anything, made it clear how he feels. That was a tough unfollow, to which CM Punk replied, well, come on, that one has been obvious for years. And then AJ...
Okay, if they're trying to have a Twitter feud, they need to pick it up. Somebody needs to get some color or something, because this is not goddamn very interesting to me. I don't know what the fuck they're even talking about.
AJ Styles, he responded, I will not react at all, coming from a guy that I don't respect anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Well, he sure put him in his place, too. No, AJ Styles is not a racist, for fuck's sake. AJ's a Republican, I think, because I was in TNA in 2008, and I was constantly publicly crossing my fingers that Obama was going to win this fucking election to save us from, everything he saved us from. And AJ was, I said, well, what the fuck? I said, my God, we need somebody now in this middle of all this shit that we're in that's inspirational. He said, well, if he wants to inspire people, let him be a motivational speaker. But it's not AJ's. AJ's from North Georgia, and he's religious. So it's not really his fault. He's one of those people that was brought up religious by his parents, and they fucking poisoned his mind. And he's just conservative. It's not that he's racist. And I don't even know now if he'd obviously be a Republican. Back then we were just worried about Bush doing something stupid. We didn't think he was a criminal. He was just an idiot. But now, it's obvious what we've got. So maybe he's not that way anymore. But I just think he's just unfortunately conservative because he's also religious, because he was brought up that way. It may not be his fault. I like AJ. I'm trying to make excuses for him. But he's not fucking racist. I'm making excuses for him for being a Republican.
Well, there was obviously that scene where Kid Rock went into the WWE Hall of Fame and made some shots at Democrats, and AJ was whooping it up in the front row.
Well, I didn't know about that.
And then, the one that people still point to is AJ, I guess, has a history of using the F word in and around wrestling, saying it to fans or saying it to wrestlers.
I've never heard. What, fuck?
Oh, no. The one for...
Oh, no.
The one that's a disparaging term for gay people.
Okay, I was going to say, you couldn't hardly get AJ Styles to cuss in a conversation in the locker room. He would sometimes say fudge, so I was going to call bullshit on that. Because
it's a well-known thing, because it was a very famous incident that's hysterical to this day. He was on Wrestling Observer Live once, and he was just mild-mannered AJ Styles answering questions. Hey, it's nice to talk to you. And someone called up and said... hi, Dave. Hi, AJ. I'd like to know what AJ's thoughts are about his popularity with the gay community. And AJ instantly went from being mild-mannered, like, hey, how you doing, to the gay community? He was so offended by the idea that he had a following in the gay community.
Oh, God. Well, see, that's it. Unfortunately, once again, I don't think that AJ hates gay people. It's just like he hates the idea that anybody would think that he was having any kind of gay sex because, once again, he's from North Georgia and he's religious. And people have been, oh my God, that would be like the worst thing that could ever happen to him would be to touch another man's weenie or something. And it's funny. It's not that he's homophobic like he wants, gay people to die. It's just that he's like one of these people is religious and from a small town and conservative. And it just like gives them the heebie-jeebies that, that they might have penis on them or something. So AJ's
listening to you get around the word ignorant is very interesting.
Well, I'm just, I'm trying to make it entertaining, but I don't think that he hates anybody or wants any bad things to happen to people, but he's just skeevy about stuff like that because of his underprivileged upbringing, being religious and conservative and Southern.
And he doesn't have any respect for CM Punk.
And I didn't know there was heat there, but there you go. But that was a most boring fucking Twitter goddamn exchange. Nobody was accused of being a goddamn pervert or nobody was told they ought to be boiled in oil. Nobody was cussed within an inch of their life.